nod to the American muscle car. Acclaimed auto designer Henrik Fisker took the wraps off the $268,000 10-cylinder Force One.
Well, this is an American supercar, and what I mean by that is that when it comes to design, American cars really always shows what they got. More than half of this car is the engine. It's got one of the largest engines in the world, 8.4-liter V10 with 745 horsepower. It needs a lot of air coming out, so that's why we have 4 air outlets up here. We got 2 air intakes here. Because it's got this giant engine, the whole cabin is pushed towards the rear, and it's almost like you're sitting on top of the rear wheel, which is very unique proportion for this kind. It's sort of very American sports car to have this whole cabin put so extremely back. In the luxury market, over $200,000, there really isn't an American sports car or a luxury car. So with VLF and with this car, we kind of wanted to create a car company, and with this sports car, create a car that kind of caters to that market.
How many of these do you hope to sell?
We don't have to sell many, but we would like to. We're probably planning about 50 maximum for the first run. If there's more demand, we will make another special series. So we are kind of doing this a little bit out of passion as a hobby, but obviously we don't want to lose money on it. So we have kind of figured out about 100 cars. Now we'll probably make a little more than that. But we didn't want to go in sort of the higher volume, let's say higher volume for a luxury car maker, which is in the thousands, because now you start getting dependent on having to get the sales and this and that. So we are much more detached from that, push of having to sell thousands of cars.
The big reveal nearly didn't happen after legal threats from his former employer, the luxury car maker Aston Martin, demanding that he tweak his design.
Obviously, it was ridiculous what they tried to do, but it was very threatening and very wrong to do it, in my opinion, and it's not the way to do business.
And you countersued them?
I sued them.
Legal battles aside, if only 100 people buy this made-in-Michigan supercar, it will be a success, both on and off the road. Michelle Fleury, BBC News, Detroit.